Whamageddon by paying everyone to turn on radios around me and hiding my headphones so I have to hear the music.
Istvan? A shape hove up next to me in the flurry of snow, resolving itself into that of a woman slightly shorter than me, with brown shoulder-length hair cut in a bob and a pair of glasses that was quickly spotted with melting snow. Stella Pendleton had met us about an hour ago, when we picked her up at a train station. Istvan is one of Drake's bodyguards, I told her. He left early this morning to go on a holiday vacation with his girlfriend, which is well and fine, except Pal, that's Drake's other bodyguard, is in England with my mentor Nora, who is his significant other, which leaves us stuck with the mountain of luggage that Drake deems necessary for an emergency 3-day visit to Canada. What on earth is Whamageddon?
Sheesh,
Jim said, moseying past me.
I would hate to be so old that I was downright clueless.
You are more than 1,000 years older than me, Buster, I said, but remembered in time where we were and cut short my lecture. I glanced around to make sure no one else heard us. Luckily, with the crappy weather and incoming blizzard, the small airport, in what Jim had referred to as the armpit of Ontario, had limited the number of holiday travelers, and the drop-off zone was empty of everyone but us.
Yeah. Hey, the 2000s called and want your brain back,
Jim answered, strolling over to sniff a snow-covered cement planter. You can't possibly need to pee again, I told it, taking the last of our luggage, Drake having carried in the other pieces a few minutes ago. You watered 5 different planters already.
Just checking it for good smells,
Jim said, stomping its way over to the entrance. I know all about Whamageddon. Stella walked alongside me toward the entrance doors, all perky young guardian filled with enthusiasm for her new apprenticeship. And lucky me, I was her mentor. It's a game where you try to go from December 1st to the 24th without hearing the song Last Christmas by Wham.
And Istvan is cheating by trying to make me hear the song.
Jim entered the airport, pausing to shake all the snow off its coat.
Bet he paid off that red dragon who drove us here.
I'm sure Istvan's not cheating. Do you have everything, Stella? I asked, wheeling my bag as we entered after Jim, and took a left toward the lounge set aside for those travelers who had their own private jets. Yes, I travel light, and I didn't want to check luggage on the flight over, Stella said, patting the duffel bag slung across her back. And, of course, I had my furniture sent to your London address. I wanted badly to ask how much furniture she was bringing for the 6 months she would be shadowing me, guardian-wise, but decided that was a subject to broach once we were back home. I'm just sorry you had to go to the expense of flying all this way, only to have to turn around immediately. She shrugged. It was only a few hours. I would have liked to see the other dragons, but it's still exciting to see Mr. Drake. And your children are green dragons, yes? Yes, I said slowly, eyeing her as we approached the private lounge. Although I'd been acquainted with Stella for only an hour, I'd already determined she had a passionate interest in dragons that made me feel a bit itchy. They're staying with my uncle right now. He's not a dragon. Oh, she said, sounding slightly disappointed, although she cheered up a few seconds later. Still, dragon children will be interesting to see.
You don't know the spawn,
Jim said, shaking its shaggy black head.
Ash, Istvan hid my noise-canceling headphones before he left. He wants me to hear the song. If you were a real demon lord, you'd banish him to the Akasha.
I am a real demon lord, and I am not getting into this with you right now, I answered, giving another paranoid glance around us. But the main lounge was almost empty. Probably 20 people in various states of airport ennui slumped in the plastic orange chairs. Added to the general sense of isolation and